talking about Roundup resistant weeds a little bit on the show today. And you know, a lot of farmers, Darren, that I'm talking to say, I'm not too worried about this Roundup resistance thing because we've got 2,4-D soybeans that are coming out, and Banville tolerant soybeans that are coming out, and HPPD tolerant soybeans that are coming out. I'll be fine.
Well, you know what, Brian? I think those guys are nuts, and I think you're a little bit nuts too. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, nothing's going to be easy anymore. We went through 20 years of, wow, this is so easy. I just go out and spray Roundup, and you know what? If I missed my spray window because I went fishing for the week, no big deal. The weeds are big now. I'll just spray a little bit more Roundup. We don't have those options anymore. I mean, you don't have those options with Liberty crops, and Liberty Link crops are fantastic. And you know what? Yeah, we've got some of these new traits coming out, and that's great and everything, Brian, but they aren't going to kill 3-foot tall weeds. They aren't the products that Roundup once was. We've got to have a whole program, and we've got to manage that crop all the way through.
Yeah, but I don't think that program is that difficult. You put a pre down, you follow with one of these new, well, I shouldn't even say new products, one of these old products on the new trait, and you're going to be just fine.
I disagree with that 100%. I've seen a lot of these plots in the Mid-South and even out in North Carolina. I was just in North Carolina, Brian, and I saw those plots. They put a full rate of a pre down. They came back timely and sprayed 2 to 4 inch tall weeds with one of these new products, and they did an okay job.
With the new product and Roundup?
With a new product and Roundup, or a new product and Liberty, and they did a great job on what was there, and 2 days later there are more weeds coming. So we really have to be watching this. And I realize,
but the point is we killed all the weeds that were there, and that's all that we can ask, because these products don't have a lot of residual.
Right.
But let's get into what these new soybean traits are. So first of all, BASF and Monsanto have been working together on dicamba tolerant soybeans. Basically what they're going to do is they're going to put the old Clarity together with a polymer that should reduce the drift and supposed to reduce volatility. I question whether or not it's actually going to do that, but the point is now you're going to be able to spray dicamba or Banville, Clarity, that type of thing, right over the top of soybeans. Banville and Roundup together, Darren, that is lethal.
Well, it's pretty good, but you got to keep in mind, if you have a Roundup resistant weed, now all you're going out there with is Banville. So you're going with one mode of action, one product on it, and you know what? It does a nice job. Banville or dicamba is a nice product, but it's not unbelievably great. Now, I'm not trying to dismiss the trait. Do I think the trait's going to be good? Hey, I want to use it on every single acre. Don't get me wrong here. I think it's going to be a great help. I'm just saying, don't think, well, I don't know if I have to use that pre. It's just some water hemp that's resistant. Right. I can kill it with Banville. Well, that's nice, but you're still going to need a residual, Brian.
You are going to need a residual, but it's going to be a fantastic product when it comes out.
The other thing that they're going to talk to you about is that Banville does have some residual, and that is true. You are going to get a little bit of residual out of the Banville, probably what, a week or 10 days maybe?
Don't count on lots of residual. Our dad always used to say, you have residual till the first rain. So if it rains the next day, he would say, Banville residual, gone, done, forget about it. And I think that's probably true. And it's not a whole lot different with 2,4-D. Now, the dicamba trait, we're expecting 2014, a very small launch in soybeans. 2015, a much bigger launch in soybeans. The year after that, we're expecting the 2,4-D trait or enlist trait to come out from Dow. We're also very excited about that, especially because the new 2,4-D that they have developed, the 2,4-D choline, is absolutely going to have less drift and less volatility than what the old 2,4-D is. And quite honestly, Darren, I'm excited about that new 2,4-D for all the counties, all the townships, all across the country. They should use that stuff so it doesn't drift over and kill my crop.
Well, I think they will, Brian. I mean, there's certainly going to be a premium in the price because now not only do you have the great weed control that we've seen from 2,4-D for years and years, but if you could take away some of that drift and volatility, that's awesome. And a lot of their trials, they've been planting some susceptible cotton just 30 inches over from where they're spraying this 2,4-D choline. And if they can do that and not kill that cotton, that's pretty fantastic because cotton really cannot take 2,4-D drift at all.
Now, the third trait that hasn't been talked about nearly as much as the dicamba or 2,4-D traits is the HPPD trait. And the HPPD products would be things like Balance, Callisto, Loudus, Impact. You could actually use that type of chemistry in your soybeans. That would come out probably in 2015 or 2016. We're excited about that one too. It's going to be nice to have all these new tools. Again, these individual tools aren't going to solve your problem entirely, most likely. You've got to use that as part of a planned program, but still, it's nice to have all those tools. Hopefully, you'll get the chance to at least try them on your farm. And if you do try those, are they going to help you out with our Weed of the Week? I don't think so. We'll tell you what will coming up next.